Hey everybody, Akil Taylor from Teacher to Investor here, back at it again with another video. I want to thank you so much for watching my videos. I want to thank you so much for your likes, your comments, your subscribers. Thank you so much for my subscribers. I really appreciate everything. I really appreciate the comments and the feedback. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Today, we're going to discuss education. Well, we're going to discuss higher education, which is college, universities, you have trade schools, you have all different types of things that is after high school that will be able to give us the education that we need to be able to get into different fields that we want to get into. Today, we're going to talk about why across America, a lot of men are not going to college. They feel that college is not worth it anymore. And men or male enrollment have gone down since 1996, while female enrollment have gone up. And a lot of people are wondering, like, what is going on? What is going on? Why are men not wanting to go to college? Well, for me, I went into the workforce straight out of high school, and I felt that was a great idea. And I see a lot of men doing that, choosing to go to work. But if you're going to do that, there's some things that you need to look out for and make sure that you don't do so that you can be successful in life. Because over here at Teacher to Investor, I want us to invest in ourselves. I want us to invest in our education, but we have to make sure we do it the right way so that we do not get in trouble and fall back and having to be behind the 8 ball and waste a lot of time in our lives. So without further ado, let's get to the video. This video is from PBS. Yes, you know, that same network that made Sesame Street, Arthur, Reading Rainbow, Learn to Read, all those good stuff when we were kids. Well, they have PBS NewsHour, and they're going to discuss why a lot of men are not going to college and what are some of the things that they feel that they want to do instead, and what are some of the things that colleges are doing to try to help increase the male enrollment. Let's see. Without further ado, let's get to the video.
Now to our second story about who is going to college. Enrollment among young Americans has been declining over the past decade. That decrease mostly driven by fewer young men pursuing degrees. A Pew Research study finds there's about 1 million fewer young men now enrolled in college as compared to 2011. We took a closer look at why. That's the second part of our focus tonight on Rethinking College. Tomorrow morning in Brentwood, New York, Yordi Velasquez will graduate high school. But like a growing number of young men, college isn't in his immediate plans.
I started looking into college a little too late, and I couldn't decide on what I wanted to do. I didn't know where I would get the money from, and I just think it'd be better if I started working immediately.
Raised by a single mother who also cares for his disabled brother, Velasquez says he plans to become a certified HVAC technician. He has...
Listen, I understand. Listen, my aunt, she has dementia. My grandmother, she's going through memory loss as well. I understand what it is to take care of a family member. Kudos to him, kudos to his mom. You know, I salute them because it's hard out here. It is hard out here. And I can see why he's saying to himself, you know what? I want to go and work because he want to alleviate some of that stress from his mom. I know he see his mom working hard and he's probably saying to himself, listen, mommy, I really want to help. I don't just want to go to college and waste 4 years. No, you know, these 4 years, I can go out there and make some money. And kudos to him. I commend him for that, for real. Because it's not easy taking care of a family member. And that's his brother. I know he's seeing him and he's saying to himself that I want to do better. I want to take care of you. I want to make sure that you have a great life. Kudos to that man.
Hasn't ruled out going to college one day, but says it simply doesn't make sense right now.
The fact that I'd have to pay even though I don't know what I want to do, and that I might not even get a job in the field that I want.
He's not alone. Last year, among high school graduates in the U.S., only 57% of men have enrolled in college. That's compared to 65% of women. It's a trend that dates back nearly 3 decades. Every year since 1996, women have entered college at higher rates than men.
The education system as a whole doesn't seem to be working quite as well for boys as it is for girls.
Richard Reeves is the author of Boys and Men, Why the Modern Male is Struggling, Why It Matters, and What to Do About It. men are falling behind in education. The education gap is bigger now than it was back in 1972 when Title IX passed. What accounts for that?
The main reason for that is that it's through the education system, girls are outperforming boys. So you can see it from the beginning, from kindergarten, all the way through high school. And so if you look at, for example, high school GPA, which is a very good measure of success, take the top 10% of high school students, 2/3 of them are girls. That obviously affects what's going to happen in the college system too.
Today, men make up only 42% of undergraduate students, and for young men of color, the gap is especially alarming. There are now 50,000 fewer black men enrolled in college compared to pre-pandemic levels.
I think that college is becoming a tough sell for a lot of men, not necessarily because college isn't a compelling idea, but rather because there are so many other competing factors that might be equally, if not more so, desirable.
Roderick Carey is an assistant professor at the University of Delaware. He studies.
That is true. A lot of men are saying, well, hey, listen, we live in the age of technology where you can make money online, where you can do so many things, where you can say, hey, if I have my driver's license and I'm 21 years old, I have my license for over 3 years, you can get into trucking. You can get into being a bus driver like I was for 11 years. There's so many things that you can do without having to go to college. And a lot of men are saying, if I'm going to go to college, I don't want to have to get into debt. And I understand that because when I went to college, I did not get into debt. In New York State, we have something called TAP, where it's a grant that they give you to go to college. It's about $2,000 to $4,000. I received that. I received Pell. And because I went to CUNY schools, which is City University of New York schools, the tuition was lower. So a lot of times it doesn't make any sense for kids to go away to college when if you can go to your local community schools, your tuition will be a lot less. And you have a lot of grants from the federal government and state grants that will pay for your college where you can graduate debt free. So a lot of men are saying to themselves, hey, listen, you know what? I don't want to be in debt. I don't want to come out of college with a degree that I might not be able to get a job in, and I have all this debt, the student loan debt. So now I got to go and rush to take a job. No, a lot of men are not doing that. So a lot of men are saying, hey, either I don't go to college and I do something else, or I do go to college, but I do it smart by making sure that the federal grants and the state grants are paying for my college. That is how we have to do it. Guys, it is very important. This video is so good. I really appreciate it and everything, but let's get into a little bit more.
Studies how Black and Latino adolescent boys experience school. Carey says for the young men he works with, problems often begin long before college.
Black and Latino boys grow up in a society that stereotypes them as non-academic, as socially threatening, and many of those types of stereotypes shape how their educators engage with them in schools.
More women than men now have college degrees, according to U.S. Census data, and they're more likely to graduate within 4 years compared to men. It's led some colleges to target male students as a group in need of extra support.
We're not pretending the problem doesn't exist. We're trying to address it head on.
Jonathan Coppell is president of Montclair State University. How do you craft a program that works to help men that doesn't come at the expense of women?
Oh, I don't think that this is a matter of either or, and I don't think this is a matter of putting the needs of female students second. I think it's a matter of asking the basic question, why do we see differential graduation rates when we sort by gender and race? And that's where you really start to see this gap widen.
More than half of Montclair State students come from underrepresented groups, and men make up just 40% of total enrollment. So what are some of the consequences if more young men choose not to go to college?
There's so many consequences. I don't think that means everybody should get a 4-year degree. I don't think college is for everyone. But if you look at the data says in terms of income, in terms of health, in terms of happiness, in terms of life satisfaction, your odds are better with a 4-year degree.
In 2022, Montclair State launched what's known as the Male Enrollment and Graduation Alliance, a task force that's now developing programs that aim to recruit and retain more men.
So if you know, I agree with what he's saying, that when you have a 4-year degree, yes, you will make more money. Yes, the way your lifestyle can be better with more money and having a career and things like that. But and until we get college to be more interesting to men, not just going away, because a lot of guys will say, hey, look, I'm going to go away and this, that, and the third, live it up, go to Miami Beach so that they chase women. No, it's not even about that, okay? It's about how can we make college more accessible to men, where men are saying that it is worth it. And a lot of men are saying it's not worth it, guys. A lot of men are saying that, hey, you know what? This is just another way for them to grab money from us and for them to make it harder for us to even live. This generation coming up right now, this generation is looking on YouTube, looking on social media, doing their research. They are more engaged than ever before. And I'm so proud of them, because I wasn't like that. And it took me into my 30s to really understand. I'm so proud of a lot of these young men that are saying, you know what, forget college right now. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to make my money. I'm going to do what I need to do so that I can be successful. Because if you want, and let's be very honest, all men who are heterosexual, or even if you swing the other way, I don't care. They want partners. And if you want a family, you have to say to yourself, how can I put myself in the best position so that the woman that I want to marry one day will be able to see me and I am in a good position, which will make her be in a great position, which will make our kids in a great position. That's what's going on right now. And that's what needs to be done. That's why a lot of men are saying, you know what, right now, I'm not going to go to college. I don't want to get into debt. And kudos to them. I'm so proud of them, and I feel that even women too, take a year off, take 2 years off, go work, get some experience in life, but don't make any babies. Do what you got to do so that you can be healthy out here. Don't screw yourself up. Don't screw yourself up. Guys, this is Akil Taylor. I love making these videos. I'm having fun. I enjoy it. And I enjoy the feedback. I enjoy educating you guys because, hey, here at Teacher to Investor, we're all about education and investing in ourselves so that we can be better human beings, better Americans, better whatever country that you come from. We can be better. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you watching the video. Please, once again, like, comment, subscribe, and so that we can create dialogue. And until next time, have a great day.